Welcome back. We're now head to Benin City, the Edo State capital, to get the feel of the camp of the People's Democratic Party concerning this particular judgment that we just talked about with the NSF, where the primaries was nullified by Justice Anyekwo for, excluding some members who are delegates in that particular exercise on February 22nd, 2024 at the Samuel Egbemudia Stadium. We've been joined by the Deputy DG of the Aswe Godalo Campaign Organization, Mr. Don Pedro Obaseki. Mr. Obaseki, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for having me.
Give us a sense of what... to be here. Absolutely. Give us a sense of what is going on in Benin City and within the party. I'm sure we've seen this statement and the release of the PDP, but maybe you can give us an overview of how you're condensing all of this.
In fact, I want to start by saying I want to thank you, Jeffrey, and the Channels crew for bringing Wahab Shitu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, a most learned silk, and he has just told you exactly that what... Can you hear me?
I'm in the studio.
Yes. What he just told you is very simple, that what has happened has little or no precedence in law. So what the pronouncement was, and when I hear they say it was the judgment nullified the primaries, absolutely not. That is a fallacy. So because section 8414, he has already cited it by the Supreme Court based on the Osage Enorama and others in 2022 had actually stated clearly that delegates have no locus to challenge the outcome of the primaries. But not stopping there, are these persons that is talking about Kevin Mohammed, Okodua, and Osage, they were not even delegates because they are challenging the Congress that led to the selection of the delegates. And when you even look at it from a sheer arithmetic point of view, 378 of them purportedly. Meanwhile, in an election that was won, in a primaries election that was won by 577 votes by Aswe Godalo, if you even put it together based on extant and precedence of judgments by the Supreme Court of Nigeria, it is of no effect whatsoever. So when I look at it, I felt a little sad that I saw some videos of men who are supposedly intelligent men I thought prior to now, dancing. And I said, oh, what much ado about nothing. I will quote Shakespeare. Shakespeare says clearly, that is like a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, and signifying nothing. Now, as a lawyer, I want to state this clearly. I, Dr. Pedro Obaseki, I am even wondering whether it's even necessary to even appeal the judgment, because it's absolutely of no consequence. What was displayed there by this I won't even call it judgment, the pronouncement made by Justice Ian Eko. Thank God I'm not a practicing lawyer who will go to his court tomorrow. Borders, Ogashitu was a little careful. Borders on something close to judicial rascality. Because in this same case, in law, we call it res judicata. In this same case, filed by someone who might have been a participant in the process. I'm talking about Hadiza Umoru, who had collected forms actually to contest. On February 19th, filed a case on the same list of delegates and filed it at the court of the Justice Ian Eko. And I want to quote him. I wrote what he said down. He said that the plaintiffs, those who had the locus to challenge these primaries, did not establish whether or not they have been affected by the decisions of the party to hold the primaries toss, and it struck all them out. Now, in this case that has just happened, what he declared is very simple. I will read what he said.
Do you have the certified true copy of the case?
Oh, I don't have the certified true copy. I only have a line I read on your website.
Okay.
You get my point? And he says that he thinks that the argument of the plaintiffs met its merits. But there was no declaration, neither was there an enforceable pronouncement that I, based on XYZ, I hereby nullify, cancel.
Okay, so that we're clear, Mr. Obaseki. Since I don't have access to the CTC, let me be sure I heard what you said, because before you can even appeal a case, before you can go to town with a judgment, there has to be enforceable decisions in the certified true copy. Are you saying there are no enforceable pronouncement, decisions of court from what Justice Yankwah did today?
I'm saying that what was read out today and pronounced in court today, while awaiting the certified true copies. Look at all the lines, even on your site, on the major newspapers. He agreed that 378 persons were unlawfully denied or unlawfully excluded from taking part in the process. Now, that is different from saying that though as a result of this unlawful taking or unlawful exclusion, it has thereby invalidated the primaries. Not number two, by law, a plaintiff cannot get what he or she did not plead ab initio. Now, in the originating summons, what they pleaded was to request a right to participate in the primaries. Now, the primaries have long come and gone. So this is actually an academic exercise.
I understand, but we're totally out of time. Won't it be dangerous for you not to appeal the case? I understand perfectly what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying no.
Hold on, because I know there are prayers and there are grounds for those prayers, and there has to be a pronouncement of courts that are enforceable by the court before it can be appealed and all of that. Won't it be dangerous for you not to at least appeal the case?
No. I did not say we will not. I said if it was me, I won't. But the party will, for the records. Because even if we appeal and we win in the appellant court, it's for the records. Nothing that has happened today, neither the pronouncement of Mr. Justice Ian Eko can upturn the train has long left the station. That is true. And in fact, let me just say this as a closing remark. I want to beg, 10 seconds. I want to plead to all Edo peoples everywhere to please shine your eye. And I feel sorry for my young man who blew this out of proportion. A young man called Adaze Erata. He got out of the court, the counsel of the plaintiffs, and has fed Nigerians with multiple misleading information, disinformation.
For the records as well,
on legal rascality.
For the records as well, I need to say that we also reached out to him with phone calls and all of that, so that he could be part of the conversation, but we couldn't get his response, so that we could have a balanced conversation. I will be very happy if you bring him on and I sit down to banter words with him. But we're totally out of time. Don Pedro Obaseki is the Deputy DG, Asui Godalo Campaign Organization. We will have the conversation even further in the coming days. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Jeffrey. And I like your suit.
I appreciate it.